Well, hello.
Morning.
Welcome to Rieveulx Abbey, which is a beautiful pronunciation. Obviously, the French connotation of it, obviously Norman, like Bayer or Bayer for some of you. We are in North Yorkshire today,
Mhm.
and it's one of Sophie's choices again because obviously it's an abbey, and it's got to be one of hers. And what an impressive site this is! The square footprint of it is relatively small-ish,
Mm.
but the fact that we're going in and out, but the fact that a lot of the remains,
Tall walls.
tall walls, still
Very
here.
unusual.
First impressions, if you please. The geese are
Gaggling.
gaggling, as you probably saw on our way up. Thoughts and impressions in between the geese.
I want to get that.
Let's do it. You will have a wonderful history lesson,
Bye, Dan.
and you will also have.
No, it'll be me.
Yeah, it'll be Sophie, thank you. And you'll also have a little walkthrough with Sophie as well today as well, because I think you really appreciate that, and obviously it gets to see her love and her fascination through her eyes that will be through yours as well.
I'll probably put it out the drainage.
Yeah, that'll do. Let's go. Come on.
Hidden in the valleys of Helmsley in North Yorkshire are the grand ruins of the first Cistercian house of the north, Rieveulx Abbey. The Cistercian order was one of the most remarkable monastic reform movements of the 12th century, returning to the literal observance of the rules set by Saint Benedict in the 6th century. The Cistercians first appeared in England at Waverley in Surrey in 1128, with the order establishing at Rieveulx in March 1132. The foundation at Rieveulx was carefully planned by Bernard, Abbot of Clairvaux, to spearhead the monastic colonisation of northern Britain. The first buildings were temporary wooden structures, with the construction of the first stone buildings around the 1130s. The most famous abbot at Rieveulx was a postulant from David I of Scotland's household. Allred came to Rieveulx in 1134 and rose quickly to be elected abbot in 1147. By the time of his death in 1167, the community of the abbey had doubled in size, with 140 monks and about 500 lay brothers. The large community required a larger monastery, with a grand church being built in the late 1140s. It was one of the earliest great mid-12th century Cistercian churches in Europe. The design of the new chapter house was not to be seen anywhere else in the Cistercian world, and the East Range cloister was reconstructed to provide ample accommodation for the choir monks. The new refectory was built over a massive undercroft, due to the steep slope on which the abbey was first built. In the 1220s, the most significant alteration was made in the extension of the abbey church, which provided the setting for the shrine dedicated to Allred. After this, however, severe financial problems prevented further remodelling to the transepts, which were not completed fully. From the second half of the 14th century, a dramatic change was to be seen in the communal life of the monks at Rieveulx. The lay brothers, who would undertake most of the monastery's manual work, all but disappeared, and substitute labour had to be hired. The 16th century saw all monasteries disappear under the orders of King Henry VIII's dissolution of the monasteries. Rieveulx Abbey was shut down on the 3rd of December 1538. By this time, the community of monks had shrunk to just 23. The abbey was sold to Thomas Manners, the first Earl of Rutland, who was closely associated with the royal cause. Manners dismantled the buildings, reserving the lead from the roof and the bells for the king. The one part of the abbey that Thomas Manners kept intact was the ironsmiths. This was a water-powered forge used for making many iron objects used by the monastery, such as nails, tools and cutlery. Under his ownership, the ironworks grew in scale, and by 1545 enough iron ore was being smelted to keep 4 furnaces burning. However, after the fast growth of the smiths, by the 1640s local supplies of timber for charcoal were all but gone, and the ironworks was finally closed. After the Romanticism of the 18th century, with the abbey ruins being appreciated by writers and artists alike, the decline of the ruins began. By the beginning of the 20th century, the ruins were in a state of imminent collapse. The scale of the repairs required the intervention of the Office of Works, who took the ruins at Rieveulx into guardianship in July 1917. Immediate repairs were undertaken despite the shortage of labour and materials due to the First World War. The principal architect at the Office of Works, Sir Frank Baines, devised a pioneering engineering technique to reinforce the upper walls with hidden concrete beams, stabilising them once again. Many of the walls that stand today are from the date of Ulred's rule. From the ironworks to the refectory, cloister and grand church, Rieveulx Abbey is a beautiful and romantic ruin standing tall amongst the hills that surround it. As the first Cistercian monastic order in the north of Britain, Rieveulx set the standard for grand design which would not be seen anywhere else in the Cistercian world, and it is well worth discovering when travelling through the North York moors.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hi.
We started our journey at the infirmary.
Yep.
Because obviously, like me, elderly and poorly most of the time, I need looking after. This is where I would have been placed.
Let's go in this retro.
We have this thing, apparently I'm not allowed to mention that I'm old anymore.
No, you're not.
Okay. Can I say I'm infirm though?
Not sure that's any better, to be honest.
I'm definitely not firm. Don't know what you're thinking about. Anyway, welcome to a place of religious.
It's not. Religious sanctity, isn't it?
This is it, isn't it? It's what we're about. We're about like having a little bit of fun sometimes, and you know, it's what you lot are out there, isn't it? We just dob ourselves in because we film it, don't we? We just expose ourselves to.
No, we don't.
Anyway,
Yes.
yes, we are in the infirmary.
Which is quite large.
Again.
I was going to go on to a very historical point here. That
Please.
actually they didn't like to have large infirmaries because they didn't think even when you were sick you should really, you should be of your religion and quite strict. You shouldn't have comfort.
Well done for bringing that back
Thank
to
you.
an adult conversation.
Thank you.
Well done.
Yeah.
Apparently, by the way, we were told that there's plenty of people in Kent here.
Yeah, apparently the third
Today.
ones today.
Third lot.
And it's actually only 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So,
Kent people are invading North Yorkshire. Watch yourselves there. But actually, to be fair, I fell in love with this place, and I really,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole area. I
oh,
don't really
we
want
came
to
down
leave.
a hill. So between Byland and here, you have to go up the fun undulating
Yeah,
hill.
really weird.
And then when you come down the other side, it's like a 180 view. It's so broad, isn't it?
I'm in love.
Beautiful.
Again, if you're a rich millionaire and you'd like to buy us a house
We'll have one here too.
or a camper van, so we can keep doing this stuff
Yeah.
and staying over on more of it, please. That really mean. And we're not actually joking. If you've got money and you'd like to invest in us, that'd be fantastic. But yes, what an amazing place. We've only just scratched the surface.
You haven't even read the thing.
Sorry.
Do you want me to tell you about
Please.
the infirmary?
Please.
So, the building to the left of the infirmary is the cloister, which was used as the abbot's lodgings. And then in 1490s, Abbot John Burton converted the building into a residence for himself, because why wouldn't you? And there is above the door the only figurative sculpture at the abbey that is still its original location.
Yes, which I noticed up there. You're not going to be able to see that, but it's actually yeah. Let me just walk to it.
Annunciation?
Okay.
To the Virgin.
Let me just take you to it quickly, and then you can have a. Yeah. It's up there, everybody. Just about to see that. Wonderful.
If on this side, you might not get the glow.
Wonderful. We must explore further.
I think down there's the drain. They had good plumbing.
Let's check it out.
There's the drain? The great drain?
Yeah. So we're on. Also, for context, we're on a ledge. Really, aren't we? This abbey's sort of like on a bit of a plateau.
Yeah, that would have been the
Yeah.
big drain away.
There you go. You can see that.
Which is quite modern, really.
what we need to bear in mind is we're on a bit of a plateau, on a sort of
We're in a hill.
yeah, we're on the side
We're
of
in
the
a
hill,
valley,
really, in a valley, yeah. So gravity for its water source, we would assume, would be prominent on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, should we take a look round?
Let's carry on.
Come on. Everybody, welcome back to the dormitories with the latrines just above.
And the day room.
The day room, sorry.
And dormitories
Yes.
above. Someone didn't read the sign.
Someone didn't read the sign. The signs are well hidden, though. I think. Well, no, apart from the obvious, but the signs are okay. I'm having an off one, all right.
Yeah, there you go. That's the main drain. And then you've got your toiletry drain as well.
You know, showing off is awfully unbecoming of someone, I do believe, but also very helpful for the audience who like to hear your dulcet tones geek out. Yes. But yeah, day room, where the monks worked on various activities such as copying manuscripts and mending clothes. Above this room was a dormitory in the mid-12th century. 140 monks slept here on matches in a huge open room. The 20 or so monks who formed the community at this time had a higher expectation of comfort and privacy. Amazing. Welcome back, everybody, to, as Sophie rightly pointed out, the cloister, which you can see wonderfully in front of you, that wonderful square design.
It's a bit of an odd layout, isn't it? Because normally the cloister divided your abbey from your monastic building.
Yeah,
But they're actually kind of next to it, and this is to the side.
yeah, I
So
mean,
it's a bit of an odd layout.
no, yeah. It's hard to tell, isn't it, really? So these would have been the seating areas next to the arches that you sort of see. In fact, actually, I think Canterbury Cathedral, if anybody ever visits, will probably get a really good idea of like these sort of places of contemplation in a beautiful time like this. Wonder if they had the distraction of noisy geese, and they probably did, to contend with. And then there's the refectory. Look at that. So obviously we know that this is where the monks would gather to eat. Look at that. That's incredible. And the design of this, like I said, because it's on on the side of a slope, really, to get it level and everything else. I mean, obviously it's a real testament to medieval architecture, really, of how.
It's actually still standing
100%.
in this capacity.
Very nice.
Well, we just did a slight detour because we're walking around the cloister, which is amazing, but accidentally went into the big bit. We're like, "Ooh, don't do that bit yet." So having a little detour to do the last bits of the monastic buildings. So it's amazing that the walls are so tall. You don't normally see this much still standing that high. It's pretty impressive.
I wonder if it's because of like the way that it was, again, because it's on the side of a hill, how easy that is to necessarily take stuff away.
And maybe actually it's naturally protected in the valley.
Maybe.
So maybe thoughts and feelings. Let's have
Look at that.
Yeah, so they're going to turn you around and so actually they had lots of underground plumbing, so they were quite ahead of their time. And this masonry, stand up it. Look at that. Well, Daniel, appreciate that shot. You're welcome. Let's carry on walking around. Get down from here. Oh, jeez. And where are we at? Oh, the chapter house. And I say, like Byland. No, yeah. Byland? Bayland. Byland?
Yeah.
That we've just visited. They still have quite a few floor tiles. These aren't as intact as that was. But it still has quite a few floor tiles. So our chapter house, where... Dan, give us our history. What would we do in our chapter house?
Talk about stuff, really. Converse. That's right, isn't it?
Do your Bible verses.
Yeah.
Hear your new Bible verses.
One of the places where you could openly.
It was your... What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? It's like your town hall.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Putting the world to rights.
Yeah, and getting your memos, doing your work, getting your new verses and your Bibles, whatnot. So yeah, an unusual shape. This nice curve.
This place really gives off Cistercian Abbey vibes. Because you're in a bit of a valley again.
Yes.
You know, you're surrounded by amazing woodland.
And do we think
Obviously
maybe?
Tinton's more busy because it's on an actual.
Yeah, it's through a village. Do we think possibly burial plots?
Probably.
So there's two complete ones up there.
Yeah.
One there. Two. Well, they're really scrawny ones there.
Yeah. They look like it.
Yeah. It's very, I say, unusual shape. You sit on your outside, or your abbot, your head monk, as it were, would give your service, as it were. Yeah, it's a chapter house. I think that is the last of his outside building, so we get to now go in that bit.
I think it's important to stress that we're not going to obviously highlight every single building for all of you, because these are just the exploring history, typical Phoenix history videos, really.
Yeah.
We're going to explore, have a bit of a laugh, as you sort of saw, but also take you with us. And hopefully you can just appreciate that we're not going to necessarily cover everything, because to be fair, we'd be here for hours, wouldn't we?
We've got a lot of things.
We've got a lot of things, as per usual. When
And also we haven't got the audio guide, so...
No, very, very
So
good
actually,
point.
we didn't mention, this is English heritage.
Yes.
Free
Parking.
Yes.
Although, well, technically, if you pay, well, no, not.
Well, I don't know if you can
know.
park straight outside. I'm not quite
No,
sure.
you can't in the moment because there was a machine thing at the moment. As a recording this,
Oh, okay.
I think there's a letter on the machine saying that for whatever reason.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so it's English heritage. Obviously, remember, you get it for free. I didn't see a cost. But...
It's difficult for us because we're members.
Members.
So it's like, yeah.
What was my train of thought? Oh, you get your free audio guide if you want it.
Yep.
So there are boards and plots around.
Mead.
We're going in the shop afterwards, clearly.
I think we need to get some mead. English heritage mead, by the way. Thank you so much for making my evenings a little bit more relaxed.
Merry.
Merry. I love them. If anybody, again, let's just sell ourselves. If you would like to become friends with us, please just buy us some mead. A gin.
Yes.
And mead. That'll do.
That's easy, isn't
And
it?
then that's it. That's how you get to know us. Just do that, really. We're not alcoholics, obviously. We just like we live the French way. Well, you know, like with the wine and stuff, like a little aperitif. Another big word to say, just for like our light nightcaps.
Fancy.
Yes.
Right, shall we go explore the big bit?
I think we should.
That bit. Let's go.
Ta-da! Well, it's the best bit.
Do you
If
notice
there is a
we
bit.
do the monastic living buildings first, the nice bit last?
Yeah, the proper religious bit.
It's like eating your roast dinner. You save the roasties for last.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
Save the best bit.
Mint sauce for me, though, but you're not.
No.
No. What would yours be?
Chunky, thick. Well, not chunky, thick
Sauce.
gravy.
Oh, thick. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I like
I
my
remember
gravy.
now. But yeah, look, everybody. Sorry if we've made you hungry. Look at this, though.
Oh, that is amazing.
It is the detail that still survives. Is well. Judge for yourselves, everybody. But again, we're sorry about. There might be some wind noise through this. We do apologise for that. But oh wow. And the geese, if you can hear that, everybody. They're on a rampage. I sort of always think to myself when we do these explores, and I'm say, I wonder what we're going to talk about. And we come to this beautiful place, and we apologise because we're so obsessed with like talking about the loudness of the geese and these animals. We love animals, obviously. We love our history, so why wouldn't you? But it's just crazy when you sort of look at it and you go, I wonder what we'll be talking about today. Geese. Sophie's taking some incredible photos as per usual. You can obviously check them out on her Instagram. Very photographic place this. You see a lot of people who are going to be taking lots of photos. Be funny, we're probably like in there. Oh, and some wonderful medieval tiles, which we've seen before, depending on whenever videos come out. Now, normally these would probably be covered up during the winter time to protect them as best as possible, but these sort of like very geometrically beautiful patterning, wonderful that these still survive. And actually the colours, so it's always difficult to sort of like see the colouring, but you've got like what looks like a blue or type of purple, and then like maybe an orangey yellow type of colour, depending on how faded they look. Yeah, just saying about that to the audience. Got these wonderful medieval floor tiles. We know, like we said, that you said that they would have been covered up during the winter time.
I don't think they are here.
They might not be here, because
No,
there would have been signs, wouldn't there?
Yeah, but Byron does, I think, because of how many they've got.
Yeah.
They definitely cover those up.
But
I don't think they're here.
just to put this in context, like we said, in a strange way, it's not the biggest place in terms of square feet, but actually, it's the fact you're going to be zigzagging in and out. That's really what matters. And then if I just quickly take you all over here, so you get to sort of see through one of the windows. And again, I apologise for the wind, everybody. But yeah, look at that. And you can see we're surrounded by hills, really. Incredible. So again, following on from our love of medieval floor tiles, we've just seen some decorated ones, let's just sort of say. I think they...
They're inlaid, aren't
Yeah.
they? Of some sort.
Wonderful. And then look, every angle. Picture postcard. And the sun is finally coming out, so you get to see the glow, which really pops out this place. Like I said, every angle. It's funny actually, me and Sophie were just talking that went to Byfleet first for a bit, but Byland, and we've seen a few people because it's only about 15 minutes away from here. So it's quite funny that people can go from one to the other, and Byland actually is free to go, and that's also English heritage. So it's just open. So if you want to go to that one as well, definitely worth a visit. Yeah. Are you in love with this place?
Yes, I was just thinking, how would I rank
I
them?
genuinely thought actually like this one is up there.
Yeah, I think this is this better than Fountains, definitely. This one, and then Byron for me.
Okay.
So far.
I think this one might be better for me.
Oh really? Was Fountains Abbey? I think because of it had the undercroft
actually,
as
to
well.
be fair, I'm going to say joint top.
Yeah, okay, I agree with that. Yeah.
Let's just say joint top on that one.
Sorry, Byron.
So stay tuned,
Byron,
everybody.
it's still
'Cause
amazing and beautiful.
this is totally
This-
crazy because it depends when these videos come out. Because you might see either in whatever
Different-
order,
different
but
orders.
you'll know anyway that we've done them. We've covered
Might put a poll in the comments.
Yeah, that'd be quite good actually.
Oh, I'll put a poll out. Oh, I
There
like
you
that.
go.
Oh, the architecture in this place is
Yeah, I know. And it's no surprise that so many people are taking photos and showing there's the altar. Obviously, they've clearly reconstructed that then, I'm assuming. Yeah. If you look down past Sophie's eye line, look at that. It's amazing that I've got this on a wide angle lens and it's still not doing this place justice, because obviously the wide angle lens obviously going wide, it's not going top to bottom, but yeah, incredible really. Hi everybody.
We're back.
We're now in the refectory. We've sort of like done I think we've done a good size of it. We're sort of coming to the end now.
Yeah, sorry, I missed this bit earlier.
It's okay. Well, we stood up above it, didn't we? Which you've probably seen. But yeah, look, let's have a look. Yeah. So many people taking photos. We want to be as respectful as possible to not get in their way. There you go. Just keeps on going, doesn't it?
It does.
And the car park where we are, just out of interest for everybody, is behind that wall. And but you have to go right the way around to the entrance, obviously, so you can pay. But you can take some really good photos of just that, which won't cost you anything. In terms of you can just stand there and look,
Yeah.
can't you?
Admittedly, you're not getting actually all the best shots of it because a lot of these lower buildings block the big one.
Yeah, true.
Block the chapel, the nave.
Yeah, but it's still, yeah, cool, isn't it, really? And then they've got the temples that are above us as
Yes.
well, but we
They
unfortunately...
look a little bit Roman, don't they?
Yeah, I think they... but unfortunately we won't have time to do those today. But yeah, brilliant. Mm. Tanning leather. Tanning vats can be seen, which are these beautiful things. Finger of Doom. Tanning with smelly, noxious activities. The tanner is situated away from the main building. There you go.
So here, they would have had kiln house, bakehouse, brew house, stables and piggeries, as well as corn mill and fulling mill.
So we're at the lower section now, which is coming to our conclusion almost.
Yeah,
But what a magical place!
this is pretty spectacular.
It's like we said, we're only going to unfortunately cover what we can cover today, but careful. Yeah, but yeah, look at this. The fact that all this stuff still survives.
This is amazing.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Tanning vats. Amazing.
Yeah, really, really cool. Right, well, I think we'll say goodbye in a minute.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Well, everybody, we'd like to say goodbye before the wind blows us away, believe it or not. It's very windy all of a sudden. Thank you so much to Sophie for her choice of the Abbey. We apologise for this wind in the background. Just having a good time, can't do much about that. Can't do much about Mother Nature at the moment because we've got lots of stuff to cover.
Yep.
What do you think?
Awesome.
Awesome, definitely up there.
Yeah.
Almost right up there, to be fair.
Yeah.
Thank you so much from bottom of my heart, Sophie, to take us here. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and obviously spread the word of the channel. As we always say, it goes a really long way in encouraging us to do more. Obviously, to see it through Sophie's love and her eyes of these beautiful medieval ruins, which is her start of a 10, especially on these priories and abbeys, and hopefully you got some really good information on the way as we're walking through, and some entertainment as well. So, Any more words of Phoenix history because history matters? Well, it does, doesn't it? It's got to do on this one. Take care. Much love to all of you out there. Thank you, Yorkshire, as well, for being so amazing at the moment. Really enjoying this. You ready? Go on then. Kapow.